introduction, actually, that one of the things we like to do in Putney is spend a little bit of time just looking around this field of care that surrounds us right here in the Zoom room. And I was reflecting on that this morning and thinking how that kind of welcoming, and the way all of you have been describing the welcoming experience of walking into nature, but that welcoming experience really parallels emotionally the experience we have when we greet our own difficult emotions, you know, that the quality of that, the emotional quality is the same. So we're looking at each other, welcoming one another, welcoming ourselves, and we do it without bias. We do it with great equanimity. It's like, and perhaps some curiosity. I mean, lots of things can be part of it, warmth, but it's that quality of um, effortless welcome that's really so much a part of what this practice is all about from the top to the bottom. And we can start just now, and I'm going to just stop talking here for a minute so we can just kind of sink into one another's being, if that makes any sense. And if it doesn't, do it your way. And greetings to those of you who are joining. We're just taking a moment to gather in this wonderful field of care that's surrounding us right here. You can notice what happens to your body. So good morning. Welcome to everybody. Our best wishes to Paul and John, wherever they are off in the world today. And I just wanted to say a little bit about why I appreciate this group so very much. In general, I really like meditating with people. It's just something I really love to do. But one of the things I really appreciate about being with you is that because we share pretty intimately a body of practice, there are things that we can talk about with one another um, that we may have tried to experiment with in our practice. And for me, certainly in the last 3 months or so, since the last group meeting we had in Barrie, there's that moment, and I think you'll all recognize it, when you inhale, a nice deep inhale, and then the exhale, and then the pause. And John's instruction to let everything merge right in that moment has been increasingly important. The practice I thought we'd pursue today is the one that we've been working on recently, of really bringing together the natural allowing the field of care to naturally arise. We've spent years really carefully constructing field of care, benefactor, bringing people to mind very explicitly, really training ourselves to notice in the world moments of care. We've done all these things. And now, in a way, we're being I was going to say let go, but I don't think it's really that. But we have this invitation, and we'll practice it again this morning after the letting bees of body and breath, to allow the field of care to arise naturally. So if I think back over all the fields of care that I've created, there have been some that have been very formal, even Tibetan type mandalas, you know, with the whole excitement, um, bringing to mind my ancestors, certainly, bringing to mind people who cared for me at various points, nurses, doctors, friends, blah, blah, blah. So many different examples. And we could spend the whole hour just talking about that, which we're not going to do. But now, instead of kind of instructing myself in that way, having opened deeply and completely in the bees, the letting bees, the drops, there's an invitation to just sink back into that very open, aware, plane of being, and to see what emerges, to see, to experience, to be aware, to stay awake to the qualities. And it may just be the qualities as they emerge. It may be images of beings. It may be sensations, the wind in my face on a walk, the sound of birds we were talking about this morning. There's no saying what it's going to be, but to allow that kind of spontaneous arising. And we're going to sit with that for quite a while and allow it to blossom. And of course, just like always, when we get distracted, and inevitably I will, I don't know whether you will or not, you just gently bring yourself back. Gently bring yourself back. I think in my heart of hearts, if I were set on a desert island and there were only two things I were allowed to think of, I want to be able to think of relax and allow, which is one thought for me. And the other would be bring yourself back. So there you go. Bring yourself back into the field of care. And if you need for a moment to sharpen your focus, do that. And then release again. Just relax. So with your permission, that's how we're going to practice this morning. And then I'm always keen to hear the responses in this group because such interesting things always come up. So I want to thank all of you for coming this morning. I feel like we're in this wonderful playground together, and how delicious that is. So no matter what condition we're in, here we are. And that's good enough. It's better than good enough. So, are there any emergencies before I ring the bell? Okay. And if you can hear it, you're already using that vibration. So relax, gazing downward. Come down into the body. Settle into the body as a whole. Slow, deep breaths from the abdomen. Exhale slowly. And relax before breathing again. Inhale. Exhaling completely. And relaxing. Let the breath settle into its own natural rhythm. Feeling the natural flow of breath. And let that feeling of the body moving with the breath unify your mind more and more, breath by breath. The feeling of the body moving with the breath. Let that unify. Just settle in. Let the feeling of the body moving with the breath do the meditation. The body and the breath do the knowing. Raise the gaze and spaciously drink in the panoramic view, all senses wide open. Eyes open, ears open, mouth open, nose open, skin open. Receive the whole visual field through the eyes, and so on. Wide open. Gaze elevated. Clear, alert. And notice any clinging or grasping in the mind, that sense of self, agendas, mental frameworks of any sort. Just allow them to relax. Just relaxing deep within. Settle back inwardly. Mm. And relax into the spacious background of awareness, naturally wide open. Limitless. Luminous. Cut the kite string on thoughts. Let them fly. Cut the kite string of thoughts and let let the sky of infinite openness open up. Beyond reference points. Mm. The sky-like nature of thoughts opened, revealed, beyond reference points. So beyond any of your own efforts, any of your own doing, just let this expanse of openness and knowingness, let it do the meditating. Let the expanse take you offline. Let everything arise and dissolve just by letting it be. Let the openness and the knowingness. And now let this space just be filled with warmth. Warmth for everyone, for all beings. Naturally arising. Tenderness, warmth, care. Now let this vast expansiveness begin to arise as the field of care, beginning with a sense of being seen and held in deep warmth, compassion, acceptance from the ground of your own being, profound acceptance, warmth, and care arising. Here is the field of care. Beyond judgment, beyond reactivity, And do notice reactivity if there is such, either from a sense of the world's opinion or your own. And beyond that, the sense of being seen and held right through it, right from the ground of your own being. And just relax. Relax into that experience. Just go ahead, relax. Steep in it. Oh, its loving qualities, its tenderness, and allow it to infuse your whole body, your whole world, warmth. It's all, everything embraced. Let your thoughts, your feelings, your energies, everything be infused, your whole world, with this penetrating warmth. It's really indomitable. Every part of you and your world loved in this very being. Accept the power of love and warmth into your whole world. The power of love, the power of warmth into your whole body, your being, your world. Let all your thoughts and feelings find their own place and time to settle in their own way, by themselves as they do. No need to fuss. Let any thoughts and feelings, any reactions be embraced totally in this warmth and acceptance of this loving environment, this healing ground. Just let thoughts and reactions be in this environment of warmth and acceptance. And let the deeply healing environment help your mind to relax, release frameworks, thoughts of meditation or goals or agendas. Let the mind trust enough to release its grip. Let the mind trust enough to just let go. Settle back. Rest in the background of the mind's awareness. Settle back. Lucid, open like the sky. Let the sky-like ground of awareness do the meditating. Let the expanse itself process anything that arises. And just let everything be. Just let everything be. Wide open, awake, clear, utterly at ease. If you're drawn away by thoughts and reactions, just relax into the source of those thoughts, the basic space, the lucidity, that ground from which everything arises. And let that process everything. So just let the experience resonate for a minute or two.